Well, the party lost because of the woke policies in part, and the Democrats are going now even further left. It turns out that the angry base of their party may demand that AOC take the helm. So will she run for Senate? Catching our eye was this New York Times headline. As the left looks to 2028, it awaits on Ocasio-Cortez's big decision. Okay, well, what about something bigger? What about AOC as the nominee, JD versus AOC in 2028? Well, does she sound like she's going to be satisfied much longer with just a seat in Congress?
We got our eyes on the prize, and we will build the nation that we want for ourselves. What these folks want to call radical, I believe, is common sense.
MAGA heads are almost excited, as excited about this prospect of her being anointed as the chosen one as the pro-Hamas protesters are. So are they really throwing out their old establishment? Well, Republicans did that with the Tea Party and Donald Trump. Axios is saying that this is the deepest hole Democrats have been in nearly 50 years. To weigh in, we're joined by Victor Davis Hanson, senior fellow at Hoover. Victor, is AOC what the Democrats need?
No, they're polling about 27% approval, and instead of going to the center and going to Trump and saying, how can we work together, maybe how can we stop the $3 billion in interest per day, or how can we deport 500,000 criminals? They're not doing any of that. They're doubling down on street theater. They're disrupting Congress. They're issuing smutty videos. They're doing all this crazy nihilistic things as they drive down their approval rating, and then the weird thing is their base apparently wants more of it, and they're trying to, I guess, put themselves out of existence. It's kind of the counterpart to what we watched for 4 years, Laura, with Letitia James, Alvin Bragg, Fani Willis, Jack Smith, and all that did was ensure Donald Trump was going to be elected. And this is going to ensure this counter-revolution, which has a support still of the majority of American people, is going to succeed, because the alternative is nihilism.
Well, Bernie Sanders was asked about a possible Senate run for AOC. He's been traveling the country with her. Watch his response, Victor.
Alexandria is extraordinary. I am so impressed by her work in Congress, and she inspires young people all over the country.
Would you like to see her join in the Senate?
Right now, we have, as I said, just a whole lot of people in the Congress. Okay, Jonathan, thanks.
Wait, I got one more. This is important.
No, I asked you.
Okay.
You want to do nonsense, do nonsense.
No.
I don't want to talk about inside the Beltway stuff.
Victor, is he just mad that he's too old to be the leader of the party now? I mean, what's going on with that? They're even fighting between him and AOC, it sounds like.
There's no leader. There's nothing. There's nobody. Gavin Newsom's cutting videos with Steve Bannon. And they have no leader, and they should remember that Donald Trump won because they hemorrhaged in two key groups, young people and Hispanics. And they're losing their base of their support is going to the right, the center right. They learn nothing, they've forgotten nothing. And I don't see any hope for them unless they grow up. They're like adolescents throwing a 2-year-old tantrum that somebody didn't change their diaper. They're just pathetic. I've never seen anything like it.
Now, they had 20,000 people in Denver, but I don't think that's going to do it. But Victor, we'll be monitoring. Thank you so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.